G'day and welcome back, friends. This is my LEGO City update for February 2023. G'day guys, I'm AfolJim. This is my pride and joy. This is my newest mock, and I definitely think it's my best mock so far. Up the top, we have 5 gold stars. Now that's because the restaurant is called 500, after my 500 subscribers. Thank you guys. I knew somewhere in my city I wanted to have a rock face and some natural rock work that turned into a bit of a mountain. Yes, it's rather small, but I didn't have a lot of space to build a big mountain. The train tunnel has these great lion head pieces on it. Above there's a little bit of greenery, and the mountain goes up on the left hand side to this little outpost, this little fort. You may remember about a year ago I had another fort here, a different design, but it was still in tan. I wanted to keep the idea that there was an ancient fort here, and I think this little outpost with the cannon, which was a main feature that I wanted, works really well. The detail of the flames, the flags, and this little hole here that could be used for the entrance, as well as the barrel and these curved pieces, I just like it. I think it looks really professional and really clean. At the top of the mountain, there's a spring that's letting water pour down, and then it goes over this edge and down into a little pool down there. I just love how this is a small space, but I've been able to capture so much. The waterfall over the edge into the pool by the little dining area. I'm just so happy. I really like this canopy, and I kind of tried to match it with the Parisian restaurant canopy. And hanging down, we have some pieces that I like to think are grapes. And I really like this effect. Now we're going to take the canopy off so we can have a better look inside. It's quite crowded today because it is the opening day party, and you can see there are people eating, there's a waiter, and there's actually even a line outside. The design is quite simple. There's blue rounded tiles to represent the walkway in and out. There's a wall dividing the pond and the seating area. But my favorite part is really this kind of stone work, maybe sandstone work that I've done here and along that side there. Just the way it's quite compact and the techniques that I've used to create this little scene, I'm really in love with this little mock. And I think it also works well right next to the Parisian restaurant. So we can kind of have 2 restaurants here in a little dining district. So inside there is no detail, but you can imagine maybe there's a kitchen and maybe more seating. I've used the sticker on this wall. I do like the white background that I have. I'm not sold on the sticker, and maybe I'll remove it in the future, but for now, I think it's a nice little detail. I know this is a mock that's going to stay in my city for a while. The little outpost fort up the top, the kind of sandstone and brickwork around the bottom, the waterfall. I really love it all, and I hope you do too. In comparison, we have the space launch, control room, research center. I'm not in love with it. I really wanted to have a telescope on the roof, but I just don't really like the way this looks. It has the functionality from one of the sets that I got, but it's too blocky, and yeah, I just don't know what to do with this building. Of course, in the future, there will be the roller coaster track that will go here so that they can go through and reach the launch tower. But as of now, I just really don't like this building. Recent additions were this roof, which I'm okay with, but does it blend in with this big flat area? I think I need to change this windshield piece. I do want some foliage here and maybe like a palm tree, but I'm yet to build that. Moving down the city, there's not too much new buildings to see, but I did get these pigs in a parts pack, and I think this little scene here is hilarious. Well, here is my 8 wide modular mock. And last time I showed you this brown kind of area, well, what I've done is I've put the door in, and the door's the same as the one down there. Now, I don't know if this works or not, but it does add some connection between the 2 levels, but also the red and the blue's quite different, and the brown, I don't know if it all works together, but I'd love to hear what you think. And then moving up, I just put this together quickly, and yes, it's definitely only a facade, but I really like the way it looks. But once again, does this building connect with the buildings below? Does it look like one building? maybe if I push it back and push it higher and it can look like a different building, that would be better. I also put these flowers here. Not sure if I love it. Tell me what you think. I like this design, but does it work here with the 2 stories below? Yeah, I'm not sure. Okay, now we're really talking. I really like this. If you can't tell by the sign right there, this is the TV station. Now, I built it to look like basically an old warehouse, an old wooden warehouse that has been converted into a TV station. I really like the blacked out windows. I think that makes it definitely look like a studio. And the kind of slate, the blue slate with the grey lining, I think this looks really good. I'm really proud of how it looks, and I think it just fits that spot really well. Yes, I might have something to the left of it or behind it, but for now, for an extra layer up, I think it looks great. Okay, the train station. The elephant in the room. I didn't like the design. So I tried a few things to add detail. I put in a line of that lime green around the bottom, but does it work? No, I don't think it does. I had to destroy part of it. I just wasn't loving it. What I've done now is I've made this roof flat where it was sloped before. I mean, obviously these pillar colors are going to change, but I just want a full redesign. I wasn't happy. But I have some ideas, and we'll talk about this next time. But I've seen some photos online of kind of bigger train stations, maybe with a canopy over the rails. Now, I know I don't have a lot of room, and if I put a canopy, it'll, really make this area tight. But then I could probably bring things forward, and then I could have stuff behind it. I do like these arches, and I do like the black and green, and we're going to keep that. But yeah, I think some big changes are coming, and we'll talk about that next time when I have some time to work on it. Now, I have added this hot tub to the roof of, it's the roof of the Sanctum Sanctorum, but I'm saying it's part of the Grand Hotel that's behind. And look, I didn't have someone who was really wearing swimwear, so there's a minifig in there that is wearing a wetsuit, maybe a bit overkill for a hot tub. But yeah, this was a subscriber suggestion. And I think it's great. I love it. Sometimes I don't know what to do with rooftops. Sorry, they're a bit dusty at the moment. Down here we have a garden, which I love. Yeah, forget about the batteries. That's from me trying to do lights. But hot tub, what a great idea. Well done, whoever recommended it to me. Yeah, so look, recommend me other ideas and I might incorporate them. Well, thank you for joining me looking at the updates I've made this month to my Lego City. Please subscribe. If you can join the 500 Club, definitely get on that. There's a few spots left as of releasing this video. But if not, there'll be something special coming out for the next group of subscribers. Also, if you have any suggestions, let me know because, I love to hear them and I'll probably incorporate some of them. Thanks so much. See ya.